You've set up your SD card, insert it into the Raspberry Pi, power up the Raspberry Pi with the USB cable, and connect it to your computer with an Ethernet cable. Once all of that is done and the Raspberry Pi has booted, you can open a terminal, and now we're going to go look for that Raspberry Pi. We can do that by doing a ping raspberrypi.local, and here it is. If it doesn't show up, you might have to turn off your Wi-Fi and try again. Now to stop the ping, you can hit Control-C on your keyboard. Control-C. And now what we have is the Raspberry Pi's IP address. This is the IP address. And we can use the IP address to connect to the Raspberry Pi over SSH. So we do that by doing SSH. That's basically the program that allows us to connect into the Raspberry Pi. Then we type pi, because that's the username on the Raspberry Pi, which we set up earlier, @ and the address of the Raspberry Pi. Okay, enter. Now, this is the first time we connect to this Raspberry Pi, so it gives us some security warning, asks us if we're sure, and we are. So we type yes and enter. Now it asks us for the password. The password, as you remember, is raspberry. Okay. It's normal that when you type the password, nothing shows up here, but it still gets the letters. So you just type RASPBERRY and enter, and that should do it. Make sure you get the caps and all that right. And here we are. Now we've connected to our Raspberry Pi, and what we're seeing here is basically the terminal of our Raspberry Pi. Now if I run a command like top to see what kind of software is running, I see all of the software running on the Raspberry Pi. Control-C again to log out, and that's it for now.